What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sam. No, that's Sam. I'm Phil.
I was like, you're Sam.
For today, I'm gonna be Sam.
I guess you could be. Sam's like a unisex name.
It is.
I don't think I could pass for a Phil, though, so.
You could pass for a Filipina.
Filipina.
Probably not. You don't really look Filipino, so. Enough with the Phils. Let's get into the Isle of Men, the world's deadliest motorcycle race.
Yeah, we did one video about this already, right? And that was crazy.
We did. We did actually two. We did Peter Hickman's
his fastest lap. Yeah.
And we did Top Speed, TT Top Speed.
That's the one I was thinking of.
That was our introduction. And
my mind was blown in that.
Both our minds were blown with that one. And so we got sent this video from one of our subscribers who's was a big supporter of the motorcycle race videos that we did, and wanted us to check out this one. A little bit more detail about the Isle of Men, and no idea what to expect on this one. A little shorter of a video, 8 minutes here, so I don't know what we're going to get into, but we were so blown away on the other videos, we thought, why not come back to this stuff? We've been doing more racing on the channel as a whole. We've done some rally racing. We've done Secretariat. We did some horse racing.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So we plan to continue down this path of doing some sports-orientated videos. We do stuff like mixed martial arts. We've done basketball. We've done boxing. We've done all different kinds of sports. We also do music. We do comedy. We do military. We do astronomy. We do a little bit of everything. So
possibilities are endless.
Yeah. So you should hit that subscribe button now. If you are subscribed, double check to make sure that you are, because sometimes people get unsubscribed unknowingly. So double check right now. If you enjoy the video, hit the like button. Leave us a comment. Give us insights on any other videos or any other content you would like us to check out. We'll do our best to get to that at some point. Other than that, let's get into this one.
Let's do it.
We're back. It's still fast as F.
My name's Connor Cummins, I'm 28 just, and I race motorbikes for a living.
The Isle of Man TT race is the oldest race
gravity.
in motorcycle history. It is considered to be the hardest and most daring racing still allowed. In 107 years of racing, there have been 242 deaths. 4 deaths occurred this year.
That's crazy. I think it's like 2 deaths a year on average. Look at that speed. Wow.
It's a street race. It's totally different to anything. They're racing on public roads, on super bikes with more than 200 brake horsepower.
Wow.
Big sticky fat tires on them. And it's the best race on the planet.
It's like a video game, man.
And it holds a big, strong place in my heart.
Riders complete 6 laps throughout the race, with each lap measuring 37.5 miles in length. With over 300 turns, competitors race at breakneck speeds, averaging 130 miles per hour.
Wow.
There's no, I suppose that you could say there's a little bit of fear, but like that's,
A little bit.
to me, I think I see that as a good thing. It settles you when you're riding. You know, you're riding hard and there's a line you don't cross, you know, and I think that fear sort of controls that a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to, you know, obviously with the danger side of it, you can be hurt and worse. Let's be realistic here, you know. There's been some severe things that happen, you know, and sometimes it doesn't have to be the individual's fault, you know.
Holy.
Well, 2010, I had a big smash
Wow.
at the veranda on the mountain road of the TT course. I lost.
That's so crazy. He just
You went
looked.
flying like a rag doll.
Yeah, he looked literally like a rag doll on the bike, just going to pieces. And that shows you just when you're going at that speed, just the slightest
Impact, yeah.
change in miscalculation, or I think he's assuming that's him we just saw. He was just about to get into what might have happened, because he said, even if it's not your fault, sometimes thing happens. So maybe something went wrong with the bike.
I
when
literally
he
feel
was
like
turning.
nauseous right now watching that.
Is that why you're holding your belly? Just so
Yeah,
you
I'm
guys
like,
know.
oh my goodness. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy though, right? You know, just a split second, everything can change in your life. And that's that fear that he was talking about. And I was saying, you know, on average, I believe the race has been going since 1907. And I think they said in here 240 something. I think we were reading that it's like 250 people that have passed away now.
Yeah.
So in the time period, you know, you're looking at on average about 2 people dying per year.
yeah. And then he just said 1 year was 4, right? So some years it seems to be more, some years probably
Yeah,
less.
well, that's that average that's going to
Yeah.
work out, right? But it's pretty crazy, because that means like every time they go to race that somebody's going to die. And that's wild. Like, what other event in the world do you see that in terms of a sports?
Yeah, well, I
event?
mean, I think that's probably, you know, if anything is going to cause fear, it's like if every single time there's events, somebody passes away. Like,
And we see why, because of that impact. He's lucky to have survived if that was him.
yeah.
I mean, maybe it's like the fact that there's a giant hill here, and he was able to
Yeah.
go off into the hill because there's brick walls and houses on
Yeah.
these public roads.
Yeah,
and
if you went
stuff.
off there, you'd be,
He was lucky to go onto the grass,
yeah.
right? Which is probably the most cushioned thing that he could have went on, which is wild.
Crazy.
He was also able to like go off the bike himself.
Yeah, at least he didn't
hold
land
on
under
to
the bike.
Yeah.
Well, 2010, I had a big smash at the veranda on the mountain road of the TT course. I lost the front end at 150 plus mile an hour. I ended up going over a hillside and cartwheeling
Wow.
down a hill. And next thing I knew, I was in hospital with a broken back, dislocated knee, and a bust arm. You know, it's pretty horrendous, but that was that, and this is now. You know, it's all behind me, and something I've forgotten about really, and it's took a lot of getting back from, to be honest. It's,
I mean, good for him,
took
but
a lot of
wow.
strength
You kind of have to
physically
forget
and
it,
mentally
right?
to get through it, and hopefully I'll start seeing the fruits of my labours.
Nice hair.
That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna have.
Now we'll see. I'm on the best bike in the grid. I feel all right. All I do, I don't get carried away with predictions or anything like that, or any of that old nonsense. It's just whatever I'm feeling on the day. If I feel good, I'll push, because my bike's good. The Honda Fireblade is a brilliant bit of kit, and I'd love to do myself and the team justice by getting a good result tomorrow. And there'll be no one trying as hard as I am.
Needs no build-up from me. Here we go. The PokerStars Senior TT, the big race of the week. 1 minute, less than 55 seconds to go, as the top boys are now paddling these magnificent machines towards the start line on Glen Crutchley Road.
You try to put yourself in the mindset of what these guys would be thinking when they're about to go and do this. I'm sure it's a mix of a lot of different things, right?
I would be ready to poop my pants, personally.
But that's why you wouldn't do it, most likely, right? Because for them, it's got to be some excitement as well. They look forward to it.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. Well, I mean, if you can come back from a broken back to want to do this again, I would say that you're pretty committed.
Yeah, and you probably love doing it. You probably love the rush of the speed. The fact that you're doing something that not many other people on the planet are willing and capable of doing.
I don't know if you're ever going to get an adrenaline rush that's going to match this in anything else in your life. So
Yeah, at the same time, the excitement of it, there probably is some fear there, like he said, right? You're a little bit scared knowing this, something bad could happen. Your bike could go out from under you. Something unexpected could happen. Rain could come about. It's like a storm, whatever. You don't know how it's going to play out. So there's a little bit of the unknown, which can breed some fear, right? And excitement. But, like you were saying about being scared, I think like that's why he was saying he put it behind him, because you have to kind of forget. It's like that old adage about any athlete, right? If you are worried about what's happened previously, you're not going to be focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, you can't be like half in, half out. You need to not let that distract you, or you're going to put yourself more at risk.
But this is tenfold, because if you're worried about crashing before and you're thinking about that while you're going around the turn, it's like, say he's going around the same turn and he starts thinking about that time that he crashed. Well, the risk that he loses control or makes a mistake goes up because his focus has gone down on what he's supposed to be focused on.
Yeah.
So just wild to think about what your mind is going through.
Yeah.
Of the week, 1 minute less than 55 seconds to go as the top boys are now paddling these magnificent machines
Thick
towards
tires.
the start line on Glen Crutchley Road. Next away, number 10. 10 is Connor Cummins. The Ramsey rocket is launched down towards Spray Hill on the Honda. Six laps of the mountain course, 226.38 miles
Driving
ahead.
through a cemetery.
And Connor Cummins is on Glen Crutchley Road now, so we'll just see if Connor slots into second place. You can see all the BMW boys about to greet their charge. There is Connor Cummins slowing up. Connor is in second, 14 seconds down.
Throughout a grueling race, Connor Cummins is in a battle for first place against Michael Dunlop. Despite a neck-and-neck race, Connor comes in second.
No one's forcing anyone to do this race at all. No one's forcing me to do it. I want to do it. I'm fully aware of what goes on. It's down to me. Everyone else is the same. There's not one man in that paddock who's signed up because they have to. It's because they want to. It's as simple as that. No, at the end of the day, I'd only stop if I stopped enjoying it. If I wasn't enjoying my racing, then this place is not the place to be riding a motorbike. All I could probably say is, they were doing something that they loved, riding a motorbike and enjoying themselves. It's very easy for me to sit here and say that. I wouldn't like to be in anyone's position who's grieving right now, but hopefully they would take some kind of comfort in the fact that they were enjoying themselves and, doing something they wanted to do.
Second place.
Champagne showers.
So I wonder how much you got paid for second place. You guys can add some insights down below as to what the prize pool looks like for winning this race. It looks like there's a lot of sponsors, and it is obviously a world-renowned race. So I imagine you must do pretty well if you win.
Well, I was also thinking, like, the way that they're talking about these next level bikes, like, I'm assuming they would be expensive to buy and put together and soup up and have to be like this.
Yeah, but I think like similar to other race courses and race events that I've heard about, they're sponsored. So like, remember when we were talking about the rally car racing and they were saying like the Audi versus the BMW versus the whatever, the companies I think are supporting the development of the vehicle because they want theirs to be the best.
So the racer wouldn't own the bike. They'd just be riding the bike as a sponsored rider for that team.
Yeah, they might own it, but it probably comes from the company will sponsor them. Like Honda has sponsored him and said, okay, we'll give you this bike because we know you're good and we think you can win.
True.
Right.
That's cool.
And so by winning, right, because then they get the marketing aspect of, well, the best riders are driving whatever,
Yeah.
even if that's a car, right? Because even I think they did that with things like Aston Martins and you know, obviously Ferrari and all that kind of stuff, right? They're building race cars, right? So then, you know, that's going to add that luxury brand of people that can afford that. They want to buy the best of the best, so they buy the winners,
super fast
right?
car. Yeah. No, that makes sense for sure.
So yeah, that was cool. And like I said, I would like to know, you know, what that prize pool looks like. It was cool to see the insights of a driver himself.
Yeah, like actually hearing from him firsthand what it's like. That was really cool.
Yeah, and
that.
his perspective on why he likes it and,
Yeah.
you know, what draws him to it. But even in the end, the human side of understanding the risk and the result and the outcomes play on other people as well, right? Whether it's your team, because he's got a team,
Yeah.
you know, your family members, everybody's on edge when they're watching you race, right? So
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine being like a spouse or a family member of somebody out there. Like I'd be like holding my breath for that entire time.
little does she know that I'm planning to join.
I'd be like the whole time.
Yeah, don't think so. Not at this age, anyways. But maybe we'll have a middle-age crisis, and then it'll all change. And you guys can give us insights down below on anything else that you want us to see related to this or other racing content. We appreciate those insights.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thanks, Paul, for sending this our way. And thanks, everybody, for coming through and hanging with us. We really appreciate every single one of you. Have a great day, guys. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for watching.